Hi friends, Allie here. In today's tutorial, we're going to be making the Christmas cheer tree skirt. This tree skirt works up super quick and easy, and the size is completely customizable. It uses a simple repeat, so you can work as many rows as you'd like to get your desired size. I worked a total of 22 rows, which got me a tree skirt that measured about 22 inches from the center to the outside edge, and it's about 47 inches in diameter, measuring from one flat side to the opposite side. For yarn, I'm using this Circulo natural cotton sparkle yarn, and I'm going to be using 2 strands held together. Now this yarn is classified as a lightweight yarn, but I do find it closer to a medium weight. So if you want to substitute yarns, just pick any medium 4 weight yarn that you'd like, and you'll need to hold 2 strands together. You can also use just 1 strand of bulky 5 weight yarn as well. For yarn, you'll need either 2 strands of medium 4 weight yarn held together or 1 strand of bulky 5 weight yarn. If using 2 strands of medium 4 weight yarn, you'll need approximately 1,300 yards of yarn for a tree skirt that will measure about 22 inches from the center to the outside edge. For the same size skirt, but using bulky 5 weight yarn, you'll need about 650 yards of yarn. You'll also need a 12mm crochet hook, scissors, and a yarn needle. To begin, we're going to be making a slip knot. I'm going to be using this mustard yellow yarn just to show you in the video because the other yarn is hard to see on video, so this is just going to show what I'm doing a little bit better. So I have 2 strands held together, and I'm going to start with a slip knot on my hook, and then I'm going to chain 15. When you're done all 15 chains, we're going to be working back into our chains for row 1. So starting in the second chain from the hook, we are going to half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. So we just worked 1 half double crochet. We're going to work a half double crochet into the next chain as well. And then we are going to chain 1 and then half double crochet into the next chain, and then half double crochet into the next chain. And we're going to repeat that across. So chain 1, half double crochet in each of the next 2 chains, and then repeat again. Chain 1, half double crochet in the next 2 chains. I'm just coming up to the end of row 1, so we're going to end on a half double crochet. And at the end of row 1, you should have a total of 14 half double crochets and 6 chain 1 spaces. So we're going to count those all together. So we're going to count that as a total of 20 stitches. Now the chain 1 at the beginning of the next row, we're not going to count as stitches, only the chain 1s throughout the row will count. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now we're on to row 2. For row 2, we're going to half double crochet into the first 2 stitches. So half double crochet in the first stitch, and then half double crochet into the second stitch. And then next up we have our chain 1 space from the previous row. So inside that chain 1 space, we are going to half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet again. So we're always going to be working in that chain one space. We're always going to half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet, and that's where our increases are going to come from to make our skirt bigger and bigger. So now we're going to half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches until we come up to the next chain one space. So now we're going to repeat again, half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet, all working into the chain one space from the previous row. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way across for row 2. So work 1 half double crochet into each stitch across until you come up to the next chain one space. And then half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet into the next chain one space. I'm just coming up to the end of row 2. In the last 2 stitches, we're just going to half double crochet in each of those stitches. And this is what we're looking like at the end of row 2. So our total stitch count is now 32. So that's 26 half double crochets and then 6 chain ones. So now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now we're on to row 3. And for each row from now on, it's just going to be the same thing. We're going to half double crochet into each stitch across until you come up to that chain one space. So we're going to half double crochet in the first 3 stitches for row 3. And then when you come up to the chain one space, we are going to half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, all into that chain one space. And then half double crochet into each stitch across until we come up to the next chain one space. So for row 3, we're going to be half double crocheting into the next 4 stitches. And then half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the next chain one space. And then half double crochet across until we reach the next chain one space. So I think you guys are getting the idea. You're just going to half double crochet into each chain across, or sorry, each stitch across until you come up to the next chain one space. Then half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the chain one space, and then repeat from the beginning again all the way to the end of the row. I'm just coming up to the end of row 3, and my stitch count is 44, so that's 38 half double crochets and then 6 chain ones. So this is what we're looking like at the end of row 3. So as you can see, it's starting to build that hexagon shape. And now we're just going to continue doing what we've been doing. You're just going to half double crochet into each stitch across until you come up to the first chain one space. Half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in the chain one space, and then repeat from the beginning. Half double crochet into each stitch across until the next chain one space. Inside the chain one space, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. So each row we're going to be increasing in the corners. So our stitch count is going to grow by 12 for each row, and that includes the chain one spaces that we're making. So we're just going to keep going, and you can go for as many rows as you want. I'm going to go until the end of row 22 because that's when I ran out of yarn, but you can keep working more rows if you want to make your tree skirt any bigger. Each row is approximately 1 inch, so that can kind of tell you how many rows you're going to need to work to get the size skirt that you want, and that's measuring from the center of the skirt to the outside edge. So we're just going to keep repeating. I'm going to keep going. I'm actually going to switch over to the other yarn that I'm using for my tree skirt because I don't have enough of this yellow. And then I'm going to catch up with you guys at the end of row 22. And yeah, just keep going. Half double crochet into each stitch across and half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet into each chain one space. So I've reached the end of row 22 and this is what my tree skirt is looking like. It's large and a little bit difficult to fit under my tripod here. So it's kind of hard to show off under my camera here, but here it is. I have 22 rows. I ran out of my red and green yarn, so I finished the last 3 rows with my white yarn. So that gave it a nice little border around it. But now that I'm done, I'm going to tie off my yarn. So I'm just going to chain one, and then tie off my yarn, leaving a few inches, enough that I can weave in my end there. So I'm going to cut that off and pull that through with my hook. And now we just need to weave on our end. So anywhere that you have your loose ends, we're going to stop and weave them in, and then we are done. So here is my finished Christmas cheer tree skirt. Again, sorry, it's kind of hard to see under the camera, but you get the idea. So there is the center hole part that can wrap around your tree trunk or tree base, and then it has the slit there that you can just wrap around the bottom and put that to the back. But if you wanted, you could also add some buttons or string or ribbon to tie that up and make it look a little bit nicer, and you can have that part on the front if you'd like. But yeah, there is our tree skirt. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial. Be sure to tag me in your photos on Instagram so I can see your finished tree skirt. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.